Hello and good evening. I'm Steve Eager. First on Fox 4 News at 5:30 tonight. A North Texas man is suing the city of Dallas and 3 police officers who pulled him over and arrested him. The city admits the officers broke the rules and offered a settlement, but Sherrod Taylor calls that an insult. And today he talked with Fox 4's Sean Rabb and striped the dash cam video you're about to see. This is a story you'll see only on Fox 4.
What were you thinking now as he was pulling you over?
I had no idea why he was pulling me over at this time.
Sherrod Taylor talks about October 16th, 2 years ago, when he was pulled over by Dallas police, 10 o'clock at night in Oak Cliff. The music you hear is from the squad car. Officers listening to K104 FM. Officer Ricardo Salas approaches the driver's side, Jesse Aquino on the passenger door. Salas speaks first. You can't hear him because the officers have turned their microphones off. More on why that's significant in a moment.
Sticking his nose inside the car and kind of looking, and he's asking where the drugs are, specifically where the drugs are. And I'm telling him that I don't have any drugs. I didn't know what he was talking about. It was almost as if it was a joke of some sort.
But this was no joke.
After I gave my license, he asked me what do I do? And I told him I'm a truck driver, and it's there listed on my CHL.
Yes,
and that's when he looked at it and he was just like, where are the drugs?
That's when Taylor gave Salas his concealed handgun license, and when he says Aquino piped up.
Well, reach for MF, reach for MF, and I'm like, reach for what? This was only after I gave him my license, and he knew that I had a weapon in the car, in my vehicle. So with the reach for MF, he was provoking me.
Other officers are arriving now, and Salas asks him to step out of the vehicle. He does, and is taken to the front of the squad car, where Aquino asks to search his vehicle.
I refused to allow him to search, and he was saying things like, well, I'll just take you to jail so I can search your car anyway.
That's what happened. His car torn apart on the side of the road while he goes to jail for the charge of unlawfully carrying a weapon.
Never been to jail. Horrible experience. Never forget it. I will never forget it.
Or the rough ride to jail.
These guys were running red lights. They were flying. Right, a rough ride, exactly. They were pretty much acting like, as I stated in my report, just 2 wild fraternity kids.
The Internal Affairs investigation sustained allegations of false arrest, false imprisonment, falsifying police reports, and remember those turned off mics? Failing to wear microphones in violation of department policy, and driving at excessive speed while transporting to jail.
My client is a good man. He's a hard-working man. He's a truck driver, no criminal history, never been in trouble with the law. And this unfortunate incident happened to him, and we won't stand for it. You know, we want justice in this case. We want justice.
All right, Sean, quickly, officers, you told me back on the job.
Yes.
Discipline for time.
Varying days off for the 3 officers, some of them having as much as 24 days off from work without pay.
What was the final decision on why they pulled him over to begin with?
Right, Steve. He was pulled over initially. They said he ran a stop sign there at Sunnyvale in Ann Arbor. That was the reason for the stop, and it kind of went bad from there. They walked up to the car, as he says, and Taylor says they began asking him about drugs immediately.
Right off the get-go, from the get-go. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And just as an aside, Taylor tells me he's comes from a law-abiding family. He didn't tell anyone this until today, not even the Internal Affairs investigators, because he said he wanted the investigation to be fair. But his uncle is retired deputy chief from the Dallas Police Department, Willie Taylor.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Sean Rabb, thanks.
Okay.